Did they say if it's going to be equalized gear? Okay, yeah, sorry, I don't. The whales won't win anyway. Yeah, I turned off the camera. No, I don't want to be on camera anymore. I'm sweating. It's so fucking hot in my room. I don't know why it's so fucking hot in my room. Sherman don't know on PvP event. I don't know. What's this good? But there's any element of pay to gain power. What's this here? Pay to gain power. I don't consider it a game anymore. Love you, Asmon. I mean, that's fine, but like, if you play any MMO, basically, like, I think that it's a very dismissive statement, because like, a lot of the people probably do play WoW. It's 102 in Austin. Yeah, it's just so hot. It's hot even in my room with the air conditioner on. Which upcoming game release are you excited for? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. So PvP equalization is bad in my opinion, as it removes progression from it and needs meaningful prog. I would be okay with meaningful progression. So here's what the problem is like, so the meaningful progression is good in PvP, but it depends on like what the scaling of it is. So like, for example, if the scaling of it is give me a second. I guess I'll play WoW. I can't. I can't do. I just can't play Diablo Immortal anymore. It's given me depression. So to play it, you play Immortal all day. Yeah, I don't know. Refund all your microtransactions? No, there's no reason to do that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, it's done, it's over with, it's whatever, right? I don't know, man. You seem a little beaten down. I am. I'm very beaten down because of what people have been thinking and saying about the Diablo Immortal and Diablo 4 stuff. And it just really annoyed me. Immortal is such a good game. See, like, I don't think that it is. I genuinely don't think that it's a good game. I think that it's like literal dog shit. Are you excited for PoE 2? Yeah, of course. Why would I not be? Instant is okay up until now. Man. Oh, I don't want to get banned again. Yeah. PoE devs called it a game. Diablo Immortal is not a game. Yeah, it's just like Diablo 4 on Game Pass will bring more people to the isometric RPG genre. I'm glad that it's going to be on Game Pass. Like, there's a lot of parts of this that I'm happy about. But the biggest part that I'm not happy about is just the it's fucking, it's just like the history of the game. Like Diablo 4, Diablo 3 just has like greater rifts, and you just run a higher level of greater rift over and over and over until you quit the game. Like, how is that fun? That's been the game for like 6 years. Like, how do you run a game for 6 years and you have people do the exact same thing over and over and over, and then have the audacity to tell people that, like, oh, this one's gonna be different? It's just bullshit, man. I don't know, maybe I'm being I just feel like maybe I'm being a doomer about all this stuff, but like any MMO? No. How can people, why do stupid people think that, why do stupid people say things like that? Like, you're not smart. You're not smart for making some stupid, oh, like, you mean like this? Shut up. You're so stupid. There's been 2 expansions that have come out in that period of time. Multiple raid tiers. WoW has gotten a ton of content in the past 6 years. Whenever Reaper of Souls came out, I think it was fucking WoD. Think about how much stuff has happened in the game since then. It's just crazy. Then power scaling, cash shop, world bosses, time-gated content, opt-in PvP, mounts, game will be dog shit. I think you need to have opt-in only PvP. I think the only time, like, forced PvP just gives losers an opportunity to farm people. I think that the only people that want non-optional PvP are bad players that can't fight against someone that's on their skill level. So they have to get people that are, because like the odds are people that want to be in, the people that want to do PvP will probably be better at it, and the people that don't want to do PvP will probably be worse at it. That's just logic, right? And so the people that want to force other players into PvP, I think only want to do that because they're bad players who want to they want to farm people for content or for experience, and they can't fight in like an even playing field. Like, do arena. There should be arena or something like that. Let's see if I can do FAMU. You still don't have FAMU? Shut up. I'm about to get it right now. PvP was in D2 was so well implemented. Well, the thing is, in PvP in Diablo 2 was 20 years ago. Like, this came out 20 years ago, man. And it's still better? I mean, I don't know. You want to start getting traction in the West? Actually, it sets a bad precedent for gaming. No, Genshin Impact already did that. The thing is, like, I've already stated very plainly that I think that pay to win is going to become a more popular thing in the West until there are actual... I guess I kind of wanted to save this as an announcement for like my mainstream, and I'll probably get into more of it, but we kind of have made contact with Ted Cruz's office. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen, but we'll see. Why? I think that I can get a lot of, you know, especially religious Republican people on board with this throughout the, you know, by selling it as gambling, because it is. You're effectively indoctrinating kids into gambling. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know either, but I really want to try and do it. I'm actually going to try to do this. Would he care? I don't know, but I'm willing to take a risk and do it. And I think also, I think that it's an easier sell to a lot of Democratic politicians, and that's why I wanted to talk to, you know, because you could talk to a number of other people, right? Like I could, you know, try to talk to some other Democratic politician or something, but I think that anything like this would only really be possible with like a lot of people that supported it. So like if I couldn't get the people that I would consider Beto, I'm not a huge Beto fan, but I mean, like, sure, fuck it. Like, I don't care. To me, like, I've always been the kind of person that, like, I'm willing to put aside any difference that I have to get what I want. Like, I don't care, like, what people think about something else. I will do whatever, I'll do whatever I need to do to get what I want. Objective is, yeah, the objective is the objective. Are you talking about banning gambling on Twitch? No, I don't care. Like, I mean, I do care about that, but that's not, it's not the main thing. But yeah, I'm really gonna try to do it. I'll probably fail, but I'm gonna try. I'm actually gonna try. And if I don't, then who cares? You know, at least I tried. And you just keep trying, right? I mean, like, there's a lot of times you fuck something up and it doesn't go well. You just keep doing it until it works. What's the objective outcome? To have loot boxes removed from video games. So the explicit objective is to have loot boxes removed from video games that are marketed towards children. And to have the games that do have loot boxes in them require verification or something like that. So Fortnite, all of them. Fortnite doesn't have loot boxes. Wouldn't that just lead to an influx of T-rated games? No, because 13-year-olds can't gamble. And neither can 17-year-olds, so they wouldn't be M-rated either. Can 17-year-olds gamble? No. Loot boxes aren't gambling? JC, why do you think they're not gambling? Yeah, why do you think they're not gambling? You don't own any of the in-game items? Um, it's not a god. I'm trying to think of an analogy. Uh, so if you have a lease on a house, you don't own the house, right? You have the lease. But if somebody told you, flip a coin, and you lose the lease on the house, or you get a lease on a house, would you consider that a gamble? Of course. So, gambling does not have to imply ownership. Gambling is not exclusive to ownership of something. Sometimes gambling can also include autonomy of something. So to have, like, control and autonomy of something to an extent. If it connects two things, yeah, I told you, games cause gambling, gun violence. He already thinks games and guns are connected. The difference is that there's a lot of evidence that that gaming does not increase violence, like or mass shootings. Like there's evidence and like cross-reference studies and things like this. All of these things indicate that it's not true. Yeah, this has been researched thoroughly. It's been researched ever since the 90s and Columbine. Because the kids that Columbine played Doom, and that's what they said. What the fuck? I thought this was Famu. Give me a second. Ted Cruz publicly made the connection after a recent thing. Yeah, I know. I thought it was really stupid for him to have done that. I'd tell him that right to his face, too. Like, because I don't think he'd even get mad. I don't think so. Yeah, he knows. Like, it's probably not going to piss him off. Yeah, why not? He knows it's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, he knows that. He stopped talking to you, though? I don't think so. I mean, I've seen him argue with people in the fucking in the streets. You know, just fucking argue with people for no fucking reason. Yeah, absolutely not. Trump goes, oh yeah, Trump's also the president though, so he had more reason to deal with his bullshit. I'm just a guy, so it's not a fair comparison. But either way, and I'd be willing to talk to any other politician too. The only reason I said Ted Cruz is I think Ted Cruz is like the kind of guy that would actually bite on something like this. But whether it's, you know, I would talk to Beto, I'd talk to Greg Abbott, any of them. AOC, yeah, I'd talk to any of them about it. I don't care. Bernie Sanders, please. Ron DeSantis, I don't care. I'll talk to Ron DeSantis. Talk to any, like, I just think this needs to be done. It doesn't matter what it is. Beto can't do shit. We can do more than I can do, right? And it's about raising awareness to the issue. I'd talk to Joe Biden. I would. In a second, I would. Why would I not? I probably would never be able to. But yeah, of course I would. He'd sniff you? That'd be the last time he sniffed anybody, I'll tell you that. Like, you imagine, like, sniffing me, how bad I'd smell? He'd never want to do that again to anybody. So fuck that. It's disgusting. That was awful. So maybe I should stop doing this. Don't you think that would inadvertently make 18 plus games more pay to win? No, I don't think so. And also, like, if it was up to me, like, I view this as a two-step process. So basically, the first step is convincing people that it's bad for kids. And the second step is convincing people that it's bad for anybody. And you can't really go from step one to from step 0 to step 2. Because the truth is that there's a lot of people that have mental disabilities that get preyed on by games like this and farmed out like fucking people in the Matrix. But the poor impulse control. The problem with this is that people blame poor impulse control on a lot of things. Sometimes they blame it on a disability. Sometimes people are just bad at making decisions. And they lack self-control. So it's like, there are a lot of times people are victims to their own bad decision-making, and there's other times that people are victims to something that's, you know, intrinsic to their psyche. Hi, Asmon, back in 2017, I won a mount run with you. I was nervous because I didn't know how to get to the raid entrance. You're super nice. Show me where to go. I still remember that. Yeah, it was for like Archimond or it was for like Archimond or fucking BRF, right? I'm pretty sure. Why does this mean so much to you? The reason why it means a lot to me is this. It's because I think that if you don't stop it, it's going to become the norm in gaming. I think it will be the... Modern text is true. It will be the complete norm in gaming, and that's all games will be. Is that all games will have this in it, because people... It's an addiction. It's like a... it's a disease of the mind. And that's why gambling is so common. And so if you care about gambling, or sorry, you care about gaming, you should care about keeping gambling out of gaming, because if you don't, then it's just going to keep happening. That's basically the way that I feel about it. I missed. Nice. Let me summon the Voidwalker real quick. Have you shot Dr. K? No, I haven't yet. Yeah, Hades can't... Yeah, imagine if Hades came out and you could, you know, re-roll which god you got at the beginning with a fucking... with money, right? Or something like that. And yeah, so like... That's what I think is going to happen, is I think you're going to have even more of these games come out, and even more of them are going to have these gambling features in them, and it'll just become more and more common. So from my perspective, I don't think that there's any solution to this other than legislation, because the gaming companies will not stop making games like this because the games make money, and the players won't stop playing games like this because gambling is like a fundamental of the human mind. Oh shit, this guy's gonna try to kill me. Let's see, I think probably get the Void Walker out. He's probably gonna die really fast, but it's okay. That's really bad to hit me. Hopefully this guy will run back and help me kill it again. I'll get it out in time, it's fine. This will do a lot of damage to me, but it won't kill me. Ah, shit, it evaded. Just make a group. Okay, that's too bad. I think I didn't attack him for too long. We can start eliminating people who get addicted in 100 years will have bred out gambling addiction out of humanity. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea, but, like, that's not really what happens. Like, obviously that sounds like some kind of, like, eugenics, like, I'm joking. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't work, though. Like, it won't work. Like, even if you want to make, like, some, like, super, like, psycho argument like that, it just, that won't solve the problem. Boring lines in the game really only started when gambling was removed in the publisher dev origin country. I think that was just a natural outcome, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was just a natural outcome of people doing that. Live service model, publishers promise games will be maintained, etc. So people will stick around. I don't think anybody has a problem with like, there are people that have a problem with microtransactions, but in my opinion, I think that it's unrealistic to expect a game to be developed continuously without microtransactions. Like, it's just, I think that's unrealistic to expect. What do you think is a perfect MMO that could charge $50 a month and 0 microtransactions? $50 a month and 0 microtransactions. Not until you get into, like, a full deep dive Neuralink. No. I don't really think so. I think if you have a Neuralink MMO, yeah. Sure. IG interview is some spicy info on in-game systems. $50 a month, you're out of your goddamn mind. Well, like, you think about it. How much do you think $15 in 2004 is now? Like, how much would you say it is? Like, with inflation? I'd say like 25 to 30. So, like, with Biden, $100. Yeah, true. Fucking Biden ruining everything, man. Yeah, old Sleepy Joe fucking up the world. Let's get Famo again. Oh, God. I'll join this one. Looked it up, $23. Yeah, I mean, like, $50... I think that if you had a game that, like, was equivalent to something like, you know, I always use the example Sword Art Online, I think people pay $50 a month for that for sure. I mean, fuck, man, people pay $90 a month for Lifetime Fitness, and they just go there and work out. They don't even go to, like, the pool. They don't go to, like, the massage place or anything like that. It's like they just go there to work out, like, for $90 a month. Like, oh my God. You think people wouldn't pay $50 a month for a game? Absolutely. Massage is extra? I don't remember, man. I think there's different plans. Like Mizkiff said, there was like some kid, I think at Lifetime Fitness, he found was like gambling with Aiden Ross's sponsor code, and he's like feeling bad about it. It's like, shut up. Like, if this kid's parents have enough to have the kid go to Lifetime Fitness, they can afford to lose some money on steak. Like, just don't worry about it. He'll be fine. Let's be fucking honest. Yeah, they can afford to gamble a few grand a month. It's okay. Fuck, there we go. But yeah, anyway. Server's back up for Lost Ark. Nice. Is trolling? Yeah, of course I'm trolling. Because poor people don't gamble. Whoa, rich people gamble until they're poor. That's how it works. So yeah, anyway, I'm very concerned about the gambling stuff, because I think that's why I've been such a active. I understand that like my approach to it has been something that people disagree with, but I firmly believe that it's the right approach to make. I really do believe it's the right approach, because I've tried doing everything else for 10 years and it hasn't worked, and I'm just going to try anything that I can to get rid of it. You should play Final Fantasy again at some point. Like, yeah, of course. Like, so basically there's like a thing that I might have to do in like a week. I don't know if it is or not, and I need to find out the date for it, but I plan on doing it after that thing, like just right after it. And so I don't really know yet. The thing is, like, a lot of people always want to like lock me down to like a date or a time on something, and it's like, I don't make plans. That's not what I don't do that. Yeah, I don't make plans. So like whenever I say something, I'll do it, usually. But that's it. Way to be vague. I am vague. I don't. The reason I'm vague is because I don't like people trying to be like, oh, but you said you wanted this. What if I don't want to do it? What if I don't want to do it at that point? What if I have something else that comes up that I want to do instead? And don't tease for months? Well, of course I will. Because it's like, yeah, I might do it, and then something else comes up and I don't. Like, this is not a big deal. Just say no? Well, it's not a no. I don't know why, like, I don't know why it's so many people. I think people just want to force me into saying yes, or force me into one way or another. You're not going to do that. You're not going to get me to commit to anything. I will never commit to anything until I commit to it. I will keep saying maybe. So like, control, yeah, it's weird. Like, stop. Whenever I feel like I want to do it, I'm just going to do it. And until then, I'm not going to do it. And I will eventually make a post and say, like, this is when I'm going to do it. But there are other things that are happening in my life, you know, consistently. And so I have other things come up. I don't, it's not complicated to me. Oh, but you're telling us, well then, yeah, well, I might do it, and it doesn't happen. That's why I said I might do it. Like, I don't want to deal with weirdness. I'll play the game whenever I want to play the game. It's that simple. So no wouldn't be a more diplomatic answer. No, because anybody who doesn't take no or doesn't take what I'm saying and understand it, I want them to be mad because I don't want them to watch my stream. Because I don't want to have people that if I say, yeah, I might do this and it doesn't happen, and then they go into some fucking like spurg out over it, then I don't want them to be in my stream because they're annoying and weird. And they're putting extra pressure on me for something that I don't want to have extra pressure on me for. Why would I want this to be in my life? Yeah, why would I want to willingly invite a level of pressure like that into my life? I'll play the game whenever I play the game. That's it. I hope to do it soon. There are other things that I have going on. Of course I'm not making it a priority because other things are time sensitive and that's not. If I play Final Fantasy this month or next month, it doesn't really matter. This is just the logical decision. So that's all there is to it. Okay. In-depth interview? Yeah, I'll watch the rest of that. How many kills do you have on this guy? A lot. Let's get them out, dude. Easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Like, like I've had to delete and ban some people on my subreddit because they've just gotten so nasty about it. And like, it does, like that type of behavior does make me not want to play the game. Like it doesn't, it's like, it's not a big factor. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, I was going to play it, but this made me change my mind. It just adds a level of apprehension. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it. The more you play it, the more you attract those kinds of people. Not really. Just goes to fucking weird people are with that shit. Yeah, I know. It's unnecessary pressure. Yeah, anybody that puts like any unnecessary pressure on me, I just immediately ban them. I already have a lot of things in my real life that are stressful enough, and so there's no real reason for me to allow somebody to make it worse. You gonna go for the title after coming vault? Yeah, I will. There it is. Fuck, man. And see how fast it goes. I just try to avoid that. Like, I just don't want to hear about that stuff. It's just a video game. I just want to play the game, and like, I don't want to have to fucking deal with some like emotionally unstable weirdo who's having a meltdown because I am or I'm not playing a video game. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm 31 years old. Like, I don't want to ever read that. I don't want to ever hear it. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I am so fucking tired of that. I will just immediately ban you. I mean, really, like, it's... Just ignore it? No, I'm not going to ignore it. Why should I have to ignore it? Ignoring it's easier in my opinion. What do you mean, your opinion? You've never streamed to a large audience of people. What do you do for work? Let me start giving you my opinion on it. Yeah. Yeah, let me start telling you what you should do. Yeah, it's it's easy. Just yeah, it's extremely annoying, man. Okay. Fuck, man. Not a single FAMU up. I got one more to do. This is it? 100%, dude. You have a weird idea if you're a streamer, you have to put up with bullshit. It can be further from the truth. No, and I think that the idea of that is actually very toxic, and some streamers allow that to happen. I find it to be like... I find it to be very bad whenever streamers allow a community of people to be like super vitriolic and like obnoxious. Because there are people out there who... they actually like... they think it's like a noble thing to allow yourself to be berated by people on the internet. And I find it to just be pathetic. Like, I'm all for like friendly banter and having fun, right? I think that most reasonable people would feel that way. Like, it's fine. But whenever you're getting into like some you know, people that are like actually mad, that are actually vindictive, then that's different. Yeah, I just think that the people that allow that to happen would never let people treat them like that in real life, and only let that happen in video games because they think that's the only way they can retain an audience. As if they have an audience of people who dislike them. So I think it actually comes from, you know, a place of insecurity. Streamers cultivate a culture in a stream. I think that streamers do and they don't cultivate a culture, right? I mean, like, you're definitely right that, like, on a macro level they do. But it's really hard to, like, avoid having... like, you could have somebody banned in your chat who still watches your stream, who's, you know, you know, they're a Nazi, and they still watch your stream. So it's like, it's true, but there are limits to it. Negative atmosphere else in chat. Yeah, there's that too, right? Like, you also, whenever you have people like that in the community, they also alienate the other normal people. The thing about E-Rob then feels mostly bullied by his own community. I think that E-Rob, most of his... I don't know. I like E-Rob. I think his community generally likes him. And it's like kind of a friendly banter thing. Because E-Rob's got a pretty good sized stream. But he's got a stream sized community where like you can still know everybody's name in chat. And like it's still like kind of a tight knit community. It's weird though. It can get weird for sure. But I like E-Rob a lot. I remember I never really liked E-Rob until one time me and Izzy and like E-Rob and like some of our other friends, we all went to a restaurant together, and E-Rob said to me while we were ordering our food, "Man, I wish we had just gone to McDonald's." And I'm like, you know what? I actually like this guy a lot. Cause like that was just I was thinking the same thing. I was. Actually isn't stringing them along, gaslighting them. Well here's the thing, right? Is like if you think that you're being strung along or gaslighted, I'll just permaban you. It's weird. I don't like it's a video game. Like yeah, just don't watch. Like I think people like I am a very anxious person in real life, and so because of that I spend a lot of time and I try really really hard to avoid having that kind of like spill over into like my actions or the people that I allow myself to be around. So like anytime that somebody like is trying to like emotionally elevate things or stress me out, I just immediately stop it. And that's it. You get embarrassed easily? No, I don't. Fuck. Okay, deer in the headlights in public? I hate being around people. I hate being out in public. That's it. Innovate you or people trying to escalate something that isn't really there. It's as simple as this. Anybody that wants me to try to deal with something or address something that I don't want to deal with or address,